start off and then Jackson can talk. Everybody did a great job, you really did. I mean, I gotta tell you that I've been trying cases for 40 years, and you guys do as well as, if not a lot better, than lawyers who've been doing it for a long time. So you should congratulate yourselves, you all did a great job. I think you all had a nice presence in the courtroom, you had a sense of what you were doing. You looked confident in what you were doing, that's half the battle, looking good. But really, a lot of, you go to the next round and you'll find the same question and the exact opposite ruling on the evidence, but you stuck with it, you argued. A couple of things, don't be afraid to keep arguing. You overruled, the question is asked again, argue again, objection. Now that you know what the answer is, move to strike because. Until the judge starts looking irritated, go ahead. If it's that critical, think of whether it's critical enough. I can't think of one particular example, but if it's critical enough to keep that out, argue again. Do not have private conversations with the other side, okay? Like a lot of times when we come over to see it, have a little chat about the exhibit. Shouldn't do that. Direct everything through the court, okay? Judges don't like it if you turn your back to them and you're having a little chat, okay? Again, it's a good idea to have copies of the exhibits for the bench so that everybody can look along. Well, did a very nice job of the whole thing. The witnesses, I had the same problem with the witnesses in the last round. Real witnesses don't act like that. I know that's probably the fun part of the competition is to be the witness and throw a little of this and that. But all of you, with the exception of the, you must be a finance major or an accounting major.
Thank you.
Really. But you came across as an accountant.
Thanks.
I was an accounting major, I know these things. But everybody's trying to be a little more than a witness usually is. Usually witnesses in courtrooms, they're scared. Other than cops, they're scared. They have some involvement in the case, they don't want to be there. And I think you've got to work, each of you have to work more with your own witnesses as to the question and the answer that precedes. What happened then? What happened after that? What happened next, okay? Got to do, I think everybody has to do that. You and the last two. I have, I'm sorry, we didn't keep the ballot so that we could talk about individual things. And I'm sorry that you won't get them for a while so we could chat about it, but it's been a long day for you anyway. But again, nice job. Congratulations to all of you. And after Jackson says whatever he says, I'm going to ask where you're from.
My name is Jackson Jones, and I am an attorney. I was a prosecutor for 4 years, but now I work for an insurance company for the past 3. So it was very interesting to hear this. It kind of took me back to when I was an assistant district attorney. But I do think you guys all did a really good job. And I guess this is probably where we differ a little bit about the witnesses, at least. At least I found, like I said, I've just been a lawyer just 7 years, very limited. However, when you do go to court, you'll just be like in awe at the different type of people that are there, and like the different type of people that testify. So I actually I really got engaged when you guys had the characters up there, because I was, in my head, I was like, oh, I could totally like see somebody like this, like testifying. Because like when people testify, generally, they'll be nervous to start with, and then like after a while, they'll just start acting like themselves. Like you were acting like yourself consistently throughout. And again, I believed you were an accountant from the way that your presentation. And I really liked your presentation, just by how like you were just like tossing your head, like just like really cool. I was really engaged by that, and I think all you guys did a great job in that. And just 2 more things. I'm very happy that you guys are doing this, because the only regret that I have, I've never had anyone sit down with me while I was doing the trial and critique me and tell me what I was doing wrong or what I was doing right. It's always been like self-analysis, but I think this is a really good job that you guys are doing this. And the most important thing for both sides is the time management. This is the bad thing about the mock trial. We can see the times because they're like literally like everywhere. So when you like run out of time or when we see stop, at least for me, it's an indication of bad time management with that witness. And I know things happen, like when people are testifying, you can't control time. But I don't know if you can, like, both sides can try to prepare, at least they like have at least a buttress amount of maybe 1 or 2 minutes to give your witness to just be better, because like I said, in a situation like this, when time is like such a big factor, that really sticks out. And it does kind of look bad if you're running out of time doing a direct examination open in any part of the trial. But besides that, I think everybody did a phenomenal job, and good luck to you guys.
Last thing, is I didn't understand why you used a cumulative witness on the button. You know, you had two witnesses going over the same thing.
So our idea was that by using two witnesses to show it, it was sort of like reinforcing the idea. So that was what we were going for.
It's a strategy, I can't argue with. I think I would have used another witness for something else, but
Okay.
yeah, that's your call.
And just something that's really basic, especially whenever you hear somebody like object with foundation or something. Essentially, when somebody's objecting about foundation, just try to think of like those basic W's like you learn in elementary school, like who, what, why, when, how. Like just to establish like the foundation, like who are you, what do you do, why do you do this, when did you do it? So that's what you got to think about foundation, guys. It seems like for both sides, I think equally, whenever one side, both you guys did a good job of objecting during the foundation, but like if he allowed the objection when you guys had to go back and try to establish foundation, I don't think it was as good as it could have been. And one thing that comes to my mind is when there was an objection to the accountant talking about the records, and obviously he was trying to use the records to say that this is like something she does throughout her job or whatever. Like something that could have been established in a couple of quick questions maybe took more than it should have. So just something to think about.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Where are you?
Harvard.
Harvard?
American University.
Oh, do you like the both of you?
Thank you so much.
You too. You're gonna have to fix that child.
Yeah.
Today. Yeah, you gotta look out for each other.
Thank you.
You too. Good job. Good job, you guys. Good job as well. You too.
Good job, man. Good job. That was fun.
Oh, I know one thing I heard about you. You comment on the question. Excellent or exactly. Occasionally for emphasis. Exactly. No. You want to do that sparingly. Okay? Because somebody will chew you out and say, don't have a conversation with the witness. That's question and answer. Okay, but that's great.
Yes.
What is your name?
I'm not sure, I think chemistry, but I'm not clear. My mom's a math teacher, so.
There you go. Very nice. Very nice. This is what we do. Here's how we prove it. I think I could arrange it that way. This is the charge. This is the, here's the, so-and-so testified, so-and-so testified. That's what I recall writing. That's what because after a long day, whether it's here or courtroom, people are tired, they don't remember everything. So it's the story you want to tell, what you have to prove. Cool. All right, good. Good luck to you.
Okay.